right, welcome to the April 15th Town of Schneider work session. So, when do you need to leave, Krista?
Probably 10 to 2.
Okay. Yeah, I've got another meeting at 2:30.
Is it a dentist appointment?
No, it's the same meeting I was late
Sorry,
for last
get
time.
it? 2:30?
Why?
2:30.
2:30.
Dentist
Oh, no.
appointment,
Yeah,
sorry.
oh my goodness. Yeah, no. It's the same meeting I was late for last time. That was great.
Ridiculous.
So, all right, let's try to zip through some of the old things. So the buying new vehicles, anything changed here? We don't have any plates yet.
Yep, we,
No,
the
we did.
plates, registration, all of that stuff.
It's all done?
We'll be getting insurance cards soon. Done.
Okay, so it's not, but you did get the,
Yes, we have the plates, we
Take
have the
this off.
registration, we have everything. Our insurance renewal gets done in April, so they already have insurance cards, but all the updated stuff will be coming in soon.
okay. And then, insignia,
I got them, just don't have any put on yet.
okay. So selling old vehicles. Is the red truck gone?
Red truck's gone.
Army truck?
Court date is done, stuff is filed downstate, so just waiting on that.
Report leaving over.
Yep,
Great. Neil's retirement, did we get that to him?
I'm just waiting to hear on a pickup date.
Okay. So you have the thing?
No, I'm waiting to get it
Okay.
picked up, yeah.
Oh, pick up from the people that are making it?
Yes.
Not a
Yes.
handoff date with
Yeah,
Neil?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Okay.
Waiting for Neil to get back to you or something. Okay.
Okay. The thing to be finished, being created. Then we'll have a date to. Alright, new street superintendent, talk about clarifying expectations and responsibilities.
It's all done.
It's all done. Sweet.
All done, we're taking applications, and that'll be closing out
You got it?
in April. I've given applications out, I haven't received any back.
Hmm. Great. Other topics for street department, the salt truck gone from the park benches?
No.
Okay. Do you still want to build something to set the old salt spreader on?
As soon as I get time.
Yeah, yep. Understand that. So building permits, I haven't gotten time to do the process document for the floodplain review. But we did, this next thing down here, so we'll carry this down. Emailing with the DNR, went back and forth with them a little bit. I have one question I sent them just this morning. So they're going to want us to get elevation certificates or certified elevations. That's my question. Is there a difference? Do you care? So maybe we could spend a little less money. On the garage on Parish and the Cartwright building, and what we talked about with the garage on Parish, where we give a variance to not have to build it up because of the small lot size, and then maybe wet flood proof it, which would be like installing vents and making sure the mechanicals are high enough. Maybe we can do the same thing with the Cartwright building. Maybe give them a variance because it's in such a tight space, it's so close to other buildings. And then wet flood proof it with some vents, or maybe even just if they write a letter saying that they'll open the doors during the flood because they've got massive garage doors. But you know, power doesn't always work in a flood, so maybe, I don't know, but so they're going to ask the DNR. No, they're going to ask FEMA if both of those are acceptable, and then get back to us. But they said, go ahead and get certified elevations, and we'll talk to FEMA if both of those happen at the same time.
last time, I haven't seen Tim for a while. Last time I talked to him, he has somebody to do that.
Yeah, he's got something to do. We just, he would kind of ask me like, do we have to do that now because we know we're going to have to change something? Like, I wanted to avoid paying for an elevation certificate, then making the changes we need, and then paying for another elevation certificate.
Right.
And I think he was trying to avoid that too. But they said, no, we need to get, I think if we get a certified elevation, maybe they wouldn't make us do an elevation certificate at the end, because you can just see like, look, here's the flood vents.
Right, right.
Pictures.
I don't understand why we'd ever have to do it again if we're not changing it.
Well, if we're installing the vent, yeah, maybe not. Maybe we wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, you're right, because we wouldn't be changing the elevation, so none of that would change. Unless you like have to raise up some mechanicals, that would change. Because the elevation certificate is a bunch of elevations, like lowest mechanical, lowest floor, lowest adjacent grade. So, whatever. That's in progress. And we had a deadline with them this week, and they emailed. They said we need more time. So, like, as long as we're moving, they're giving time. I haven't emailed Tim about proposal and the permit fees yet.
He's on vacation this week too.
Okay, cool. Or the substantial damage determination for the hinges. Let me both of those done, so these are pretty straightforward. Other topics for the building department?
He did give me something for his phone
Okay.
usage, so then I'm going to, it's attached to the salary ordinance that we put it in, so that way paper trail is all there.
Okay, great.
So we did just discuss, the last time I saw him, I gave him a way of kind of not clocking in and out, but trying to get him to do kind of like what Dave did before. I have to have some type of proof that he works.
Okay.
So whether it be trying to figure out what is easier for him to do, I had bought him a calendar, like a little booklet one,
Yeah.
like a pocket one. Just write something every once in a while, and then I was making copies of that monthly calendar. I just have to have something on file. That was, one thing that was an audit ding before,
Yeah.
but then we changed it. So we're working on doing something with that. Other than that, I don't have anything.
Okay. We got the gutters cleaned in the community building, and we discovered they weren't attached. Anything happen?
I haven't got any answers of when people are coming out.
Okay.
I think people are so busy working with
Yeah.
instructions right
There's
now.
no water on the floor now, though, so.
Oh, good.
Because he did get the other side
Yeah, you
clean?
got the other side clean.
Okay.
There is a little tiny bit by where the cement is very chipped away.
I think that's just water rushing in when there's water. I mean, we got
I mean,
holes
it
on the
is.
side of our building, and when you get that much rain, it's just gonna come in.
I think it gets up beyond the cement part, it's into the wood part, and the wood is. On the outside,
It is.
it's probably seeping into there. But
I'm
the big
hope-
puddle we had before the Easter thing is
Yeah.
out there. We've got
Okay.
rubber and-
Hoping with furnace replacement, we might be able to get that stuff sealed up.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe a cement slab or something, bump it right up. Who knows?
So we talked at the town council meeting about having Divine Home Construction. I think you were going to talk to them? Is that, I might be remembering wrong.
No, I was gonna call
Oh,
him.
you were going to call them?
Yeah.
Okay. And you just haven't got a date from them yet?
No.
He might not be doing gutter work anymore. I talked to him, Herb, the owner there, like 6 months ago. He had like a super custom home project, and
Yeah.
there was Crown Point was giving him nice stable indoor work.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we need to talk to someone else. but-
Yeah, I'll call other people that we have on our contractors list.
Yeah.
But he was the one that did all the stuff before, so it was
Right,
just
yep.
kind of like, yeah.
Roof in the fire department leaking in the office. You said we got the drain clean.
Yeah, I have not heard of it.
And
They
then-
didn't make any
We should,
difference.
we should ask them if it's still leaking.
Yeah, so, Rodney showed me exactly what, so if everything was cleaned on the old part, it's leaking not in the old office, in the new part office, where these two buildings meet, it's like water's rushing in between.
Oh,
If that's happening, or maybe from the gutters being full, then it was causing an issue. Because if you go into the new office, they cleaned it out and you can see where it was leaking.
what's the new office?
The new building,
Yeah.
so in the new building, there's
in the
that back office
Oh, yeah. And
area.
they cleaned that up? Or they're gonna use that?
Well, they've used it,
Okay.
but that's
That's
where he said it was leaking in the office,
That's what he meant?
that's the office.
Oh,
So
Can
I
you
thought,
clean the gutters there and see?
they didn't disagree to it, but they were just showing me where where everything was leaking, because I said, can you clean the gutters, was there an issue, and they said,
'cause-
so, it was all mostly on that side.
right. Okay,
Yeah, I misunderstood. I thought it was the old part.
me too.
Well, yeah, because if you go in that old office, there's drop ceiling hanging everywhere, so I'm not saying that wasn't leaking, but they were all showing me also maybe what office they were talking about initially.
We were gonna ask them to clean the gutters on the new building.
Yes,
Did you did that?
yes.
Okay,
And like I said, they didn't disagree to do it. I just said Kenny doesn't want to do it. If you guys would like to do it for like a little extra training, get him on a ladder and spray or something.
I think they did it a few years ago. He did it once and he said it's too steep and he doesn't want to be
yeah.
on the roof. Because that will cause real problems.
Yeah.
They had letters. So I can ask them, like, it sounds like they didn't disagree, but they didn't agree. I'll just email Rodney and ask, like, can you guys do that?
And see,
And
maybe that's
then-
their problem.
And then maybe if it was a crack between the two buildings, maybe it was related to the old buildings roof filling up.
Right.
So I'll also ask them if they're still seeing
Right.
water since we cleaned the old.
It might be a good idea to even check today while it's pouring,
Yeah.
if anybody can get in there and look.
But they had a office locked too.
No,
Oh, it used to be. Okay, it's not locked anymore? Or, I don't know, just remember.
Maybe the old,
Okay.
they don't go lock the old office.
it's not locked all
I'm
the
gonna,
all the
oh,
time.
okay. Alright, cool, great. So utility department, nothing to do on the drying beds yet?
No, they're not dry.
Yeah. That would make sense. So the room property agreement with utilities, looking in?
That's the last honeydew list for the attorney. So
Yeah.
he's been hammering down, so he's working on that next.
Liquor store, high water meter.
Nothing. I got nothing.
Should we keep it? Were you able to see if it was intermittent or constant in the meter?
It's still high.
Okay. And nothing like you haven't been able to get to it, or you don't have any
I
answers?
just haven't had time.
Yeah, okay. So we'll say readings are still high. Utility department. water tower mixer, we can hang on to that.
We did have a, we did have a, I don't want to say audit, because it's not, I mean, it's kind of, but it's not. IDEM came and did their
Inspection?
inspection.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an annual one, I don't know how many years in between before they get it. But Asbury, they were a little nervous just jumping into it,
Sure.
and then
Surprise!
yeah, so thankfully MCO kept really, really good records in the file cabinet at the water plant. So IDEM gives you a nice checklist of all the things that they want to know and to have information for it. It's pretty lengthy, and I kind of felt bad that I was like, wow, I hope those records are good, because I don't know how to answer these like right now.
And do we pass?
Yeah, there was two minimal things that I think, one of them I got cleared up just asking Kevin. It was about a sample valve on well 3. They didn't think we had it. Kevin goes, we sure do, because I put it in. And then, so once they're notified about that, and then they have a new person at IDEM. So we used to test for 4 different things every day. Now we're down to testing for 2 because we didn't need to test for the other 2
Oh, nice.
just weekly. But then they're like, oh no, you need to be testing for these 4. Who told you you only need to be testing 2? So once I just find a document showing that they're the ones that told us we didn't have to,
Mhm.
and then
Okay,
so other than that, everything is beautiful.
great.
Mm-hmm.
So police department, getting some clarity and structure, we put on hold the floodplain stuff. The vehicles, I emailed him, he said that everything's working. Anything else for the police department? Fire department, the drain in the firehouse.
Sorry. Scam. It said it's likely a scam. More than likely.
So if you're watching online, that wasn't an earthquake, that was the buzzer on Jenny's phone. If you even saw it shake. All right, so fix the drain in the firehouse. Anything there? We had an appointment and then they didn't show, and then the tornado.
Right.
We just keep this.
So, well, I think at the last meeting, or not the last, but you guys were going to contact them to do the scheduling, right? Because it
Oh.
was,
I don't even remember.
I don't remember. Well, that's what we're here to make sure we're on the same page. So,
right.
Yeah, I showed up a day early because I didn't see him.
I think I woke up in a panic, like, I think all,
Well, that's okay, we sat there and waited the next day.
yeah,
They never showed up either.
like fire drill.
It was kind of cold too.
Yeah, and so I don't know.
I think so. We wrote here the statement that if we just connect the sink to the utility sink to the sewer line, that's easier than messing with the floor drains. We leave the floor drains alone.
I'm okay with doing whatever makes sense, even in the long run. Like,
Well, I think that's the right thing to do in the long run.
okay, well then, yeah,
Mhm.
then I'm
Yeah.
totally okay with all that. Yeah, it's just getting somebody.
So then you wouldn't have to have somebody who could go underground. You could just maybe get a regular plumber to do that.
Well, you
No.
still got to connect to the sewer line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a sewer line kind of tap in and running probably a new internal plumbing line. Like there's along the wall, not buried in the wall, there's a PVC pipe that gently slopes down. And then it goes into a floor drain. And so we just need to have it not go into the floor drain, but have it
Yeah,
go
like
into the
where's
sewer.
where's the line from the bathroom? you know? So it probably, I mean, that's gotta go that way, so I mean. can't we
I'm sure it
just-
goes outside,
Yeah.
it goes outside that wall right there. and
Right, it's gotta go somewhere, so I mean, we can just tap into that little line, I'm sure.
Run it up that back wall,
Mhm.
and then you run on the edge property. So it run out there.
Yeah.
It'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind.
No.
It's just
Garden, fertilizer, mulch.
It's all that wrong, it didn't bother. It's just water.
It's just water.
It's not a toilet. Little soap down
I think we're not supposed to be dumping soapy water outside.
Oh, probably not.
Is it true? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. It probably used to be allowed.
So we just need to keep
Yeah.
calling
in.
people.
Throwing oil right down.
You can see the lake look like Cedar Lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but that's
So-
like, even if I get somebody, because that was part of the problem, was maybe I just didn't know exactly what you guys wanted to do. So the primary goal then are the pipes that were attached to that wall, 'cause for the utility sink. Those just need to be tied in, and that's what we're doing now.
Yeah. So there's a
Okay.
sewer line that's in the ground
Mhm.
just outside the building.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's my understanding.
I think that was Jack's understanding.
Problem is gonna be, how are we gonna get that line out?
Out.
Obviously, it's gotta go either
Oh yeah.
through the floor and out, or out the wall and out. If it goes out the wall and out,
Yeah,
it'll
it's gonna
freeze.
freeze. Yeah. No, we gotta. I mean, it'll involve cutting the floor or tunneling or something.
Mhm.
But it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, tunnel
fixing-
somewhere, even if it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
But I think it's easier than. Oh, there's probably a foundation wall it has to go through.
Mhm.
But that'll be,
Depending on the depth of that line that's outside. You can't have it go underneath the foundation and come back up.
Right. Right.
You might actually have to cut a hole through it. Anyway,
Yeah.
that'll be for plumbers to decide,
But
right?
always underground does stuff like that. They do excavation for.
Yep,
And Zeus does. I mean, they came in
Yep.
with the vacuum excavation truck and fixed FD bombs. Is that Zeus? The
no,
$10,000
No.
bill?
No.
Yeah, Foster.
Oh, okay. Are they people?
they're expensive people.
Okay. Are they the people before this?
They're expensive people.
The people are the
Gee,
aliens.
Show me somebody that's not.
Yeah.
I know, I know.
Okay. So,
More calls.
yeah. We'll just carry these down.
Mm-hmm.
Fire department, I haven't asked them about getting a bay. Don't know if we're going to, because I thought they'd have an empty bay when they sold the truck, but I don't think they have an empty bay. I'll go look at that again.
I don't know, to be honest, I think it's just gonna be a big fight. I think we should
Yeah.
just leave it alone. Until it becomes a big issue again. But it would be nice to have vehicles inside of things,
Mhm.
but, I mean, they're not being used, who
I can-
cares?
I'll send an email and ask and say, we, you know, is there any way to make this work? Or when it's available, we would like to put in a reservation for, express
Mhm.
that there's a need. That we can't keep all of the town. Well, we're not keeping any town, we're only keeping one of the 4 town vehicles inside. I don't
Yeah,
know if you could park the 2 vehicles we bought, are those being stored outside?
No.
Oh, they're
No,
they're
they're
inside?
inside.
Okay, good.
how much would it cost just to like put up like a little carport thing? Like are those, there's that one property and actually like during all that tornado weather, it looks like all the vinyl or whatever got ripped off, those little vinyl, the pop-up tent things.
Well, that's why you don't want that.
Good point.
Right,
Because then you got that all over your car.
but that's all up, and that's out in the open though too. There's enough trees, I think that would block something. I mean,
All right.
I don't know.
I'll ask them, but I won't let
This-
it be a fight.
This,
The,
oh, I'm sorry.
well, the fire truck, Rodney bought it, and he's in the process of, he's gonna get it insured, or,
Rodney bought it off Orville.
he just says he's the owner of it,
Of which,
of the antique fire truck.
oh.
The Rio, okay.
And then I think he might like transfer it to the department, I don't know, but he's gonna make sure it's insured. We're good, I told him I don't think our insurance covers it, he's planning to have it insured.
I think that okay.
This gas detector thing, so I would love for somebody to reassure me that that's a legit business that we just sent $2,500 to. Because they do not want to answer my calls and they just want to give me the runaround.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Absolutely serious.
did you buy it on a credit card?
Oh, it's paid for
Well, how?
on our town card.
Okay,
They had to have the money first. Some places do.
but was it like a Visa?
The bank even called and said, "Hey, are you sure?" Because it's a company from the United States and Canada.
Okay,
So they sent me. Okay. This is how it goes. You ordered it online. Boop boop boop. This right. Then I got an email saying, "Okay, your payment is you're locked in at this price for like the next 5 minutes." So pressure purchase. Okay. Well, anyway, you just buy it. But then they said the time had run out. They sent me like a new window anyway, but then they don't even, these things are it's special made equipment. They don't keep it in the warehouse. So so I'm like, okay, whoever the manufacturer is then mails it to you and then you mail it to us. We're supposed to be getting it. It's supposed to be being shipped this month.
okay.
And the guy is saying, like, when I do get a hold of him, I mean, because there's like a 1-800 number, 186, something like that. I mean, he looks at it ain't like it's somebody who, oh, let me look up your account. I mean, he emails me things right away. I mean, he's good. If it's not legit, he's good at it. But I'm just nervous because, like, there's no tracking number. There's no nothing. There's no nothing.
Well, at this point, there's nothing we can do about it, is there?
No, there is.
I mean, there is, but I have to. I mean, I've already told the bank that it's okay.
No, that's different.
Yeah.
Telling them that, yes, I intended to make that transaction is different than issuing a chargeback.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't get, on a credit card, if you don't get what you ordered, you can reverse the transaction.
Yeah,
they
well-
do. They've been there tons of it on it.
Yeah, but it's like,
You have to give
it's
them
like
time
6
to get it
months or
through,
a year, like it's a decent amount of time.
Oh, is it that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, but I asked him too. I said, I just don't feel comfortable with this. And he goes, well, you paid the manufacturer. I can't refund you your whole price. Yes, I don't know. I mean, it's just a waiting game right now. I have no idea. You guys, I mean, feel free to go ahead and try and call him and see if he makes you guys feel uncomfortable. But
Can you, forward me the
I think you have
information?
the stuff. What is it? It's like ProFab, ProView something.
With like the order, do I have the order number and all that?
Maybe not the order number,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
send me-
think you have.
I
He
had a
sent
link
me.
to what it was.
Yeah,
but
that's
yes, send me the order
Okay.
confirmation and, so when we
Mhm.
ordered it, what the order confirmation
Yeah.
was. Yeah, I mean,
I'm hoping. I'm not a very trusting person. So.
yeah. Okay.
I asked where he got that company from, and he said that he was just Googling and trying to find the cheapest one that he got. And I said, well, that's kind of why we go through processes of getting vendors and stuff too. I said we could have ordered that from Granger. We could have ordered that
Oh,
from
Granger had it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we could have ordered that from anyone, and it might have paid a little bit more, of course. So,
Yeah.
but at least it's these from trusted companies that we use already.
yeah. Okay. Salary ordinance, the Tim phone reimbursement, is that
That's
done?
all taken care of.
Have we had anybody come in?
Nope,
Anyone for a chicken permit?
Yeah, that's in it.
nope.
My family will be getting a chicken permit soon. So my kids right now are building a chicken coop.
Oh.
So, yeah. Do we get any feedback from people on
I got nothing.
changes? Okay.
No.
Did you post it
I
on?
got a neighbor that doesn't
Yeah.
want it.
Doesn't want chickens? Oh, yeah.
But they are cute. I was in
Well,
Oh my goodness.
Tractor Supply and I was like,
It is fun.
They are
I
adorable.
said, those are cute. And that one's a duck, because it had a little duck bill. So
Okay.
that duck bill.
unfortunately, they're like kittens. They grow into
That's
cats.
what I thought. Well, I should get one for each of the grandkids. Here, take your duck and go home.
Go.
Did we post it on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we'll just keep it here in case we can, next month we'll ask if there's any more feedback.
Right. I think there might be, once we start the permit process
Yeah.
with the applications, Bob doing inspections, I think maybe we'll have different questions and maybe things to iron out from there, but
Ambulance agency funding, I haven't gotten time on this. Park equipment.
Haven't done anything with the pig yet.
Okay. But then we got some backboards and
We do have the backboards. Have you sent them the money yet?
the
No.
donation.
no.
Okay.
I need to the park, I don't know who to send it to. The Parks Department?
You know what? Just give it to me and they can check out to the Lowell Parks Department.
Okay, but I have to have like a W-9. I have to have proof that it's an entity to put in my vendor's thing.
I'll get it for you.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's probably just something they can email to you and I can.
Yes. Would you install them, or is that something Neil can do?
Neil, can
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Kenny?
You can.
Oh, sorry. Oh, we're just living in the past.
I think we asked a resident if we could use his lift,
It does work.
and yeah, he said it doesn't work, but when's he gonna fix it? He can fix anything.
Yeah. He'll work on it, but he also said the ground needs to be dry.
It is,
It's a heavy piece of equipment.
yeah, it is pretty wet out. I don't know what else could we use. Could you stand on a fire truck to put them on?
I'd drive a fire truck on that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be good.
I guess we still have to wait for drier
One
weather,
other thing I
but
can think of would be, maybe we can use the backhoe.
There's
that's what they,
have a big A-frame ladder. You might.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Oh, they're too heavy to lift up.
we
Right,
used
okay.
we used the tractor the last time installing them,
Hmm.
but they probably weren't as heavy.
Yeah, those plastic things probably weren't that heavy.
Okay. We'll just
I'll call
hold on
Todd
to
again and see if he's looking into it, but like I said, if it doesn't quit raining, we don't want that.
And would you say $800?
3?
4.
4, okay. 4 for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you guys have got one price?
Yeah, if you buy one, they're over $800 a piece.
if we need to what is it called? Do we rent a lift? Is it
Yeah,
is
they're
that
about $375 a day.
Mm-hmm.
okay?
To rent on that?
Only reason I know is I was looking at one that, that's a fascia on my top story. Cause I don't wanna do a ladder.
Yeah.
We'll get that thing from
Yeah,
Todd.
okay.
These things get on there. I need to,
He'll fix
I'll
it.
bribe him with some more dilly bars. He's pretty easy.
Okay.
I think he'd rather have a plastic.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I need that a minute.
What?
He loves my mastacholi.
Feed the dog.
Yeah.
So inventory, I emailed Bob, he said he was working with you on it?
Yeah, he's working on it.
Okay,
I did notice, yeah, the only thing I'm running, well, I recently ran anything with the inventory. The inventory needs to have serial numbers on these things. So,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I sent him this little
Yeah.
blurb that we had written up together that says serial numbers if available. So
Mhm.
he's got a copy of that.
okay. He was asking about old police vests. What do they do with those?
We talked about that at the meeting, like you can, if they're not useful, you can throw them out.
Yeah, well, it's like, where do you throw them? I mean, you don't really want to throw them in the garbage.
Why?
I would think maybe what if somebody would find them and what if they think that, I don't know.
You should just.
I wonder,
Oh, does it like say
somehow.
Schneider on it or something like
Cut it
that?
up.
oh, I think maybe they could cut that part off, but is there like where does the little police department take their expired gear? Where, I mean, even our fire department, we have expired gear. I don't know if there's a certain proper place.
I don't
Put it in a plastic bag and I'll take it home and put it in my can. Nobody will ever know it's there. And
Yeah,
let the truck take it.
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Mm. Just, yeah, make sure they take off all the town information if there's anything.
Yeah, so street and water, anything? You carry those?
That's all gonna.
Oh, it's done? Okay.
Yep.
Great. And you got it? Sweet. Anything on this capital assets inventory management thing?
No, I just updated, we just had our annual license
Okay.
up and it updated. Our company has now paired with, that we've been using since the beginning of time. They were a family-owned company when the town of Schneider first used it, and we're talking in like the 1940s, I think, when we first started using this company. They have now gone kind of corporate, and then they've merged with BSA or something. I think that's right. They do not only, they do other states. So,
Can we just keep this to do?
yeah. So I'm gonna look into that now because we'll get a cheaper price if we do lock into something within the next 2 years.
Okay. Roseland Electric, more circuits in the kitchen.
I'm still, yep, they're supposed to come. They gave me updated quotes on the stuff in the kitchen.
Okay.
So now it's just waiting on scheduling.
Oh, so we have the quotes, and we're just waiting on them to come do the work?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
yeah, they said like if you want us, and there was like two, because there was like, stuff around the kitchen with those outlets, and then there was stuff, but I didn't know how old this quote was. I'm like, I don't know if we necessarily need this. So when we finally get somebody to come out, then I can talk about it a little bit more, or at least get a little bit more understanding. 'Cause I wasn't the one who initially set those up.
Oh, so they're old quotes.
There were old quotes that we got updated.
And then they are updated.
They're updated quotes, yes.
Okay.
Current price. But I'm not too sure about the work.
So you're waiting on them, like you haven't like scheduled, like, we haven't.
No, I'm waiting on the schedule yet. I'm waiting for them to call and say, I can come, blah, 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 because they want the light at the town hall. And then just to kind of go over the quote, like, so you're gonna update this, this, and that.
Yeah,
Like one of them I'm totally okay with. The other one it's kind of like,
okay. Mark hired to do some stuff. Painting and floors cleaned.
yeah,
And
we're,
do a list of things.
mm-hmm.
Is that done?
He's got a little list, and he
Okay.
was going to get me some information on that stuff.
So we got the list done. And
Yeah.
then I'm just waiting on Mark to get you.
Yeah, his little ideas and a price.
And this list will be ongoing then.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Any complaints?
No.
You want to talk about? Road salt bids. We talked about that at the town council meeting. This is the list of things that you brought up at the last meeting, at the work session. I'll get them into the departments, but I figured.
No,
just kinda
it's fine.
Keep them here for now.
Yeah, we didn't really get to go over it very much. So,
Or do you
and
wanna
Christy had left.
Do you want to start with the things we didn't get to?
No, it's
Or
okay.
start with- Okay,
It's all right. But this road salt bids, that's done and over with.
yeah.
It's too late,
Yeah.
so we can take that off.
And Kevin said he was gonna look in and decide what to do.
Yeah.
ADA improvements, said maybe try to check off one thing a year from our
Mhm.
big binder of things. And I'm so glad we didn't choose to use the grant for that, because it
Yes.
now works for our,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you remembered that, because
oh, yeah.
I was completely, no, you said it.
Yeah, and I was, I
Yeah.
told David, I apologize, because I was just so confused about
That's fine.
Yeah.
there was a lot of grant money, a lot of different projects all going into one thing.
So the work, we're gonna talk at the work session about what, I guess we need the binder to look at, or do you have an idea of where it's
Well,
from?
I think everybody should have that in their email, because I didn't print them, I didn't make a lot of copies, I made like one, because it's this big.
Yeah,
But I figured if we could just start, even like right now, with some of the simple stuff, like the parking bricks. They're not parking bricks, what are they called?
Parking blocks.
The parking blocks. If we just straighten those out and fix, there's 3 parking blocks, 3 handicap ones right by that door. That middle one is supposed to be gone, and that's supposed to be a loading area. Just something like that, that's something we could definitely do in-house, super cheap, because it's, I mean, there's really nothing to do but just move blocks around.
Mm-hmm. We can do that.
Mm-hmm. That'll be the easiest thing for now.
And that'll be our one for this year.
And then, you know, have that loading area, have it, you know, painted so it's, and then, you know, maybe eventually in handicap signage, but I mean, that's probably the easiest one to knock out right now.
okay. Dog tags. I got an email from Jake, I think, that they were watching the meeting, that they had addressed that, you know, when they received the complaint that the dog had been loose, that they went and, you know, talked to the owner. He was saying the biggest problem they have is not knowing that they need to get a complaint. And then they can go do something. It sounds like they don't have to see it, and they don't have to have a picture of it, but somebody telling them.
How do they know whose dog it is?
I think usually the complainant tells them, or I don't know.
Well, maybe. Well, there's that one, I did see one over on our side.
The German Shepherd,
It does. look
That
like a
poor
dog,
thing.
I don't know
we
who
think
that
it's, we
I have
think,
a picture of it.
yeah, I get videos sent to me all the time.
Okay.
And it was also seen at the Conservation Club by someone's cabin. So between like your guys' side of town, because I don't think it's crossed parish, and then by like the club, it's like, it's known around this area. There's been pictures of him laying in a field, just hanging out. I don't know if he's been misplaced from the storm, because that's about when we started seeing him.
Hmm.
And I have somebody who sends me probably, I mean, it's very often, it's about 4 in the morning that the dog comes like right up to the door and it's looking for scraps, looking for food. It gets in garbages, it's starving. It's really sad. They did call, and this is the issue, and another thing with enforcement, they called Lake County Animal Shelter. They're like,
Nothing they can do. But
No.
they will do.
well, they won't. For one, we didn't sign a contract with them because it doesn't make sense to. And then they say that they're full. Even if we do sign a contract with them, they're going to come here, they're going to charge us for everything. And if we don't know who the dog is, then we're taking in a fine that we can't return back to someone. But yeah, but my whole thing with the dog tags was, I don't know if we really need it. That's all. That's my
If
thing.
nobody's using it, get rid of it. That's what
I mean, I've sold 28 of them, which isn't bad. But they're $5. They're like $150 to make.
So we're losing money.
If the state and county have their own leash laws and rules. I had a county come to my house on one of my dogs a while ago, but they're like, well, he's obviously on a leash. Do you have rabies tags from your vet? Didn't ask about a Schneider tag because he didn't even know about it. I mean, those are laws anyway. So I don't.
County can't do anything for a local ordinance anyway.
Correct, right, but I mean, the county, you can get, there's just rules. We don't, dog tags are a miscellaneous revenue. It's just an extra revenue, that's all it is.
So it's not a safety purpose, like it's not making any money, and
I think the issue is that,
I thought it was a safety, like,
it would be, but the problem is that nobody's getting them. And if nobody gets them, it's safety for nothing.
Yeah. We did have an incident with a dog bite. A child that was down the street and a dog got out and bit the child. Now, she came in and got documents, copies of things that we had on record for her and the dog. But I mean, it's not like, it doesn't really, if she didn't have those records, not just the $5 tag, if she wouldn't have those records anyway, she'd be in bigger trouble. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just something to think about It's nothing that you guys really have to decide at this moment how you feel. I mean, we've had it for the longest time.
Well, you like to remember.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things like, why are we doing it?
how many dogs are there in town? Like, are you pretty confident there are people that are just not getting dog tags?
I would say there's more than double the tags I sell.
Okay. And is it obvious where they are?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you can't just go to someone's house and say, I know you have a dog and it's not tagged. You can't do that either. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's almost, it just turns into kind of like how you feel about something. And that's just my stand on it, I guess, is I don't know if it's really something that, I don't really see the purpose of it. If other people feel differently, that's okay too. It's not going to change my life anyway, if we have it or not, So I mean, it was just something to throw out there that I just thought it was.
Will people still be required to get their dog's rabies
Yes,
vaccinated? Is
yes.
that a county
That
law?
is, yes. It's a county and it's a state law.
Okay.
There's leash laws that your dog is supposed to never be able to leave your property. And you are responsible for keeping shots updated for the health of the dog and others around you. That's,
That's
Well,
probably,
People are responsible for their dog no matter what.
right,
Period.
right,
If it gets out and bites somebody, well, you're civilly responsible.
right, right.
so you guys want to discontinue dog tags?
So
Or-
this year,
Yeah, but we could,
maybe next year.
we'd have to pass the ordinance to
Yeah.
change it. So,
Well, you passed an ordinance just to get rid of it.
yeah,
We can, there is another ordinance about what defines a mean dog.
Hmm.
They use a different word for it, but I mean, we can, something like that needed to be updated, we can go through that. You can get more information from, the officers to see how they feel, if they think that's a good idea to get rid of it or not.
Because how do you, I don't know, people that aren't getting them anyways, you don't know that that dog's yours, but say it was my dog, I didn't tag it, I don't claim it at my house, but whatever, a bit of kid, and I can say, yeah, that's not my dog.
Oh, that having the tag on it makes it clear whose
Yeah.
dog it is. It's like a dog identification
Right,
kind of thing. So, well, let's not get
yeah.
caught up in it too much right now. I emailed Tim about just today, asking if he had any ideas on getting a fire inspector or fire inspections done. Anything else you guys want to talk about with this?
Mm-mm.
The 23,710 Parish Avenue utility bill, we
We,
tweaked that.
yep,
And,
all good.
And that's all resolved.
Yep, I talked to the person about that, and they were okay with the decision of it, so
Cool.
that's all good.
Good.
What is that?
Jack's old building.
Oh, okay.
Emergency plans of action. All right. Well, we got through all the old stuff in and out.
Cool.
That's great.
Emergency plans of action, of course, this stemmed from when I went out of the whole tornado thing. When I went out of town,
I
it
think
was,
it's a good week to be out of town.
yeah, it was weird. Well, that same thing happened when I went out of town last year. The same thing, except no tornado wiped out half a town. But
No more
even,
leaving town, Jenny.
yeah. I mean, even in Plainfield, we were in a hotel under a tornado watch. That was pretty scary.
Wow. Yeah.
So it was one of our first classes was on disaster recovery and everything that is involved and stuff like that. Because they said, hey, remember what happened last year? And so let's talk about this again. And then it happens anyway. I hope we'd be as fortunate as Lake Village as far as all the help and the cleanup and everything so quickly that was resolved.
Mm-hmm.
I do know, it was cool to see, the progress of then, everybody working, and then they're like, hey, there's these forms that FEMA's gonna need. If you volunteered, you have to, part of the way that you get money back to your town is showing every single bit of help in hours. And then they go and look, even if you volunteered, okay, a chainsaw guy would normally get paid this much for time and doing this much help, so that helps. Also, my phone was blowing up with people not knowing what to do, where to go, because we were warned awesomely, I think, for days. The news really was terrifying. They were like, it's coming, you guys need to be careful. If you live in a trailer, get out. So, we have families with trailers here in town, and they were scared, didn't know what to do, and they weren't being they weren't being told properly what to do, or, you know, so. And of course, this is a Red Cross area. Is this the best place for a tornado? Probably not. But if, you know, if we didn't have power, you know, we don't have a plan. We don't have a plan. I think our police department and our fire department need to get together and actually help devise something that we can let the public know, like, hey, if there's a tornado, we need you guys to do this, which is, you know, find places in your home. You don't want people running around. If, you know, yeah, just for
Sounds like
anything.
maybe if those two, the police and fire, want to get together and come up with a plan,
Hmm.
after you get the plan, have an open meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. Hmm.
Pass the information on, and everybody's got the information.
Right.
But those two, you're right, that's probably the best people to come up with the plan.
Because I don't know what was going, I don't know.
Well, I had people say, oh, that's the tornado whistle, which, okay, it is. And then it went again, okay, that's all clear. I never heard they were doing all clear. I don't know that, so that might be
I
something
don't know that either.
that they could let them know what all these whistles are for that are going off sirens.
Well, I can also put in our newsletter and put on our Facebook page again that there are, the county has apps that you can download on your phone that are just for your area that will send you alerts. You can sign up for them. They're free. So that helps. And plus, anything that they do with those whistles and stuff like that is always online.
Yeah. I had one of those that was helping me know what was happening, and I was watching the TV for a while, and it blipped out because I was watching it on my internet.
Mm-hmm.
What date was that?
That was March, let's see, April to Sunday, 9th was Monday, 10th or 11th? 12th?
Okay.
It was a Tuesday.
It was, okay, Sunday was March 8th, and that was Sunday. So the 10th, 11th, whatever, something like that.
Okay.
So, but I mean, like, is there people in the fire department that drive around during this time? Like, do they go, I know like Lake Village, they have like, I'm not saying with our 4 guys or 5 guys that somebody needs to do this, but they have people that go out there and actually go find these tornadoes and see what direction they're going into so they can bring information back.
I think we used to have spotters. One would sit on this end of town and one would sit on that end of town, and they just, I don't know what they were actually.
Yes, I mean, do we have spotters? Like, what are our first responders doing to kind of protect our town? I think that's what the important thing that needs to be addressed. I know somebody said that Bob wasn't driving around or whatever. Bob had gotten off work and was driving around. So he was in his personal truck because he had just gotten off work, but that's when everything started to go down and he was around.
Okay. So now, do we need different plans for different kinds of things? Should there be like a tornado plan and a flood plan?
I would think
Or
so.
What are the most common things we want to plan for?
I mean,
Any kind of disaster situation.
right. I mean, we've had ice storms to where our power's been out for a week.
Okay.
And I mean, that was a really long time ago, but then I remember coming up here because gosh, Graham Betty was still alive.
Yeah.
And they were up here playing cards and stuff like that. And
So it doesn't have to be specific to the kind of disaster.
I think it should be specific
Okay.
because it's going to be, you know, if
It's
there's
gonna be different, don't bring it to
Yeah.
the community
Did you
building.
see the council?
What?
Did you see the council?
Cow floating? No, was there cow floating?
Pretty sure it was, pretty sure.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
was from that movie.
Yeah, yeah, Twister, yeah. So we made the Chicago News.
Mm-hmm.
I took a screenshot.
Wow, it's bigger than Mall.
Schneider right there, yeah.
We get that often.
There are other maps that they didn't show, like they don't show, I think it was just incorporated towns. Well, Lakeville showed up here.
That's my job.
And Lakeville isn't incorporated.
Yeah.
On Fox.
There was another thing that didn't
Sometimes they'll
show.
pop up West Creek.
Oh,
Here we go.
I watch Fox in the morning, and the one weather girl lives in Cedar Lake,
Okay,
so
yeah.
it's fun.
So, okay. So we want to cover like, so what comes to mind in terms of ice storms,
Flood
long-term
ice.
power outages?
I mean, wintertime ice storms to me only because that reoccurs. I think we go through that a lot. We've been really fortunate that the past few times that our power came back on,
Right.
but you know,
If the
how
whole
do
town's out of power for 6 days,
yeah,
4
we
days.
need to we have to have a way to protect our people.
Yeah, okay.
And in tornadoes, tell you what, I think there's a huge difference of not having a tornado siren to having one. It almost makes you more nervous when that thing goes off.
Right, and then, like I said, not knowing, because it was like that, it's clearly not at all clear, because we are still getting pelted by.
Yeah, no, I think
Oh, no, that's not all clear. No,
I don't-
It goes off for hail alerts too. Like there was a time, sometime a year ago, it was going off, and I looked up in the county one of the emergency apps, and it was like large hail. I was like, oh good. You
yeah,
know, like,
we deal with that.
I still don't want to go outside.
Excuse me, but I just paid $1,500 to get the hail taken out of my, dust taken out of my new car.
Oh no.
you know, and there's professionals
good.
too.
Yeah, but I mean, oh, like not life threatening. I was like, yeah, that was I thought it was a tornado.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you should, yeah, I was over in Bradley, and there's cars over there in the Walmart parking lot, with their windshields all
Busted
bashed
out.
in, and it was like, oh, looks like you got hit with a baseball bat. And I was like, oh no, I think that was probably hail damage, and they're still driving their cars around.
We had one person that I know in town that had to have their vehicle redone because of hail damage. I was
I don't think I got any hail damage
no,
where
I was really nervous about the T-tops on my car.
Uh-huh.
Everything's fine.
Hmm.
But there's also professionals and stuff that could even come and advise, like if we have like a community meeting, then there's somebody that could like, hey, take this into consideration, you know, when you get into.
Well, the siren things, if we have like a community meeting, have somebody from the county come and explain, because the county controls the sirens.
Mm-hmm.
Have them explain what they all mean.
Yeah.
And do it to everybody that's here. As opposed to maybe putting it in the newsletter, which some people might read and some people might not.
Right.
Okay. So should I ask the police and fire departments about
Yeah,
coming up with
Give
an
them-
emergency plan?
a heads up that this is something we're looking to do.
And Bob's a town employee, so it's easier probably to get his time on it than, Rodney's volunteer and Kenny.
Yeah, but also we contract them for our safety.
Yeah.
So they need to be able to have a plan on exactly what that means. You know, they have plans for fires and medical stuff. They know what to do if we call 911. So what happens when you have a disaster?
Yeah.
But maybe Bob could organize a meeting
Mhm.
with everybody together and start it from there.
I don't think it's a bad idea for like maybe them to even maybe once a month schedule something to where everybody can meet until we get a ball going.
New furnace unit for community building, that's.
We're on top of that.
Well, we're trying to get.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten time for this guy to come yet. So.
Earth Day townwide spring cleaning.
So we used to do a spring clean every year, and then it just stopped happening.
What was the spring clean every year like?
The Republic would donate a big dumpster.
Oh,
The
nice.
solid waste district would pay for the tire dumpster. Then the solid waste board didn't want to do tire dumpsters anymore, because then they'd have certain stations like Lowell has areas where you could bring electronics and tires. So then they weren't paying for that extra, because they were like, my, you have many tires for one small town. If somebody finds out you got a place to put tires, then everybody's putting it in there. Anyway, I don't even know when Earth Day is. I believe it's the end of April, so it's kind of late to call it like an Earth Day thing. But I did want to do something, even if it's just one day on a weekend. My idea was to rent a big, huge dumpster, and give people enough time to plan, but they have the big ones. If there's any way that we could keep it inside the town garage, have an employee kind of man it, so we're not getting anything we're not supposed to get. And then let it be a Saturday, probably a Saturday would do best, and then people could come and put all of their big, huge items, whatever they want, to dump in there. And there was other ideas to go with that. We were going to incorporate some projects for kids, get them like little vests, maybe want to see if they wanted to pick up garbage or help set up some flower beds, or there was more ideas for that day, but just the dumpster and the employee would probably be a thing. I don't know.
I know we used to do it and it worked out well. The only issue is that you're going to have more than one dumpster. And I like the idea of putting it inside the fence with somebody around, because one of the issues we've always had is people outside of town dumping stuff.
Right,
So, I mean, it's obviously man.
right. So I just thought like maybe for a day when we could organize it
I think
with,
you're going to have more than a day.
well, I mean, it would be, if we asked for the dumpster on Friday, it would probably be like a Thursday or Friday thing, and then they could pick it up on Monday, or we could open it for a whole weekend. But if we have it for a week, we're going to be paying for a dumpster to be dumped and unloaded, and then, do you know what I mean? Then it'll get quite expensive, because that dumpster will get full in a day.
Yeah, that's why I say you probably
Yeah.
have to have more than one. Typically, I think they would come with, they used to come with more than one. They would empty it and bring it back, or drop it
Yeah,
off to
that was, we had two when there was a tire dumpster and a garbage dumpster.
No, we had more than one garbage.
Oh,
They
I
would-
don't
they
remember
would-
that.
I don't know if I think they brought one. And then when it got full,
Yeah.
they came with an empty and took the full one away.
Right, because we did a whole week. We
Yeah.
did a whole week, and there was, I think one time that it was like, they brought one like almost every day.
And that's the thing.
We get
In
charged.
one day, that sucker's full.
Right, but we get
And
charged
then
for that.
people are just dumping stuff on the ground.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I don't think one would be enough, but.
How much does a big dumpster cost?
a lot.
Yeah, it's probably $400 or $500 at least.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We don't have anything in our contract where they provide any.
No, not for anything like that. In fact, they realized that when they gave it to us for free the first couple of years, they kept doing that every year, and they didn't need to. So the last time we had to pay for it, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then that's kind of how it fell through, because it was, I just thought, I mean, one time we had a big, huge one where you couldn't throw things over it. It was so tall that there's a back door that opens and you could pretty much walk in. I figured that for one day, you know, just for like just to throw things in. I mean, just get rid of your big stuff. I don't know. I was just seeing if something like that would be possible.
Is it possible that the garbage company for the garbage pickup regular day would just let you put out a little more than normal?
You're allowed to put, everybody is allowed one large item a week. They just ask that you call first so that they can be prepared, so they can, they don't want you to put a big, huge roll of carpet, they can't lift it. They ask you to, cut it up so it's easily dumped. If you have a big, huge couch, like a sectional, they ask you to cut it up. But you're allowed a big, large item. You can throw that out. You can have as many garbage cans as you want, but the town and Republic will provide you with one. If you want 50 of them, go to Menards and buy them. You can have as many garbage cans as you want.
Oh, you can buy that are compatible with their pickup system,
Yep,
garbage cans from Menards?
yep.
Or you can just put a,
They go out and, I guess they do, they get out and they'll empty other garbage cans.
Yeah, they don't like, they prefer to use their fork thingy, but you can have as many garbage cans as you like, but they just provide you with one and they'll only replace you with one.
Hmm.
'Cause I know, and this is before you were in office, they used to do a town spring cleanup. And people would put stuff out for garbage man to come along, because at that time garbage man would just come and pick up whatever you had. Before the garbage man would get there, half your stuff would be gone. Because you had your scrappers that would come in and take back the garbage. That's why I just asked if they would pick up large amounts. When you say spring cleanup, and then somebody else can get what they want out of it.
I mean, during
But
that,
maybe you don't want people picking through the garbage.
but that's one thing that that you can advertise, like, that you are gonna put stuff. But if the garbage company does not wanna take it, then those people need to get it off the side of the road. I mean, if people wanna have like a yard sale, if they wanna do anything, or, I think that would be the whole point about just getting rid of some stuff and trying to do some things to clean up the town.
so if we pay for dumpsters and we think we're gonna need more than one, what do you think's a reasonable estimate of numbers of the dumpsters we might need?
I would say 2 anyway. I don't know, you wanna give them a call, find out what a big one costs now?
It's gonna be at least $800, between $800 and $1,200.
Per dumpster?
One?
Yeah.
It might be, I haven't gotten one in a long time, but.
I had
Let's
a
see.
20 cubic yard dumpster maybe. We filled it up pretty fast when we were cleaning out the first house we lived in. Well, this was like this summer. We were cleaning it out between tenants, and we filled up a 20 cubic yard dumpster in I think it was like $350 maybe.
Hmm.
And I mean, I had to break down, flatten furniture to get it all to fit. So, I mean, a really big one being 800, I can totally see.
Right, but we're not like cleaning out houses or, demoing things.
Some people might be.
Right.
Right, but, I mean, that's why the whole thought, if we're gonna get multiple dumpsters, you might as well just leave them outside the gate. Because that's gonna be for multiple days, and then who's gonna watch them?
Well, that's why I say if they're inside the gate, have somebody around. Not even pay for somebody to be around, but
Yeah.
the only reason somebody needs to be around is to keep people from outside of town from coming in.
Right.
And I know that's an issue because I've seen it too.
Oh, yeah, and that's why I assumed maybe one dumpster would be enough if it was just people in town and it was a big, huge one. If we got the big boy, then I figured if it was just us in town doing something, then we'd be okay.
I mean, we could get one and say it's first come, first served, and will be available on these hours. The other advantage of having somebody manning it is you don't have to deal with people putting tires in,
Or electronics,
bottles of
stuff like that.
used motor oil. Like, it's not my problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to put more on.
Yeah, I think so. That goes down the drain instead, not in the dumpster, right?
That's right, I forgot. Stupid.
Okay, so if I get with some of the people that were going to help me do something like this, if I get the idea a little bit more clear, and you guys are okay with the dumpster and fenced in, if I get back to you guys soon with more details, then
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I know
Okay.
we used to use it and it was handy, that's for sure. I know some of the ones we had were so big that I couldn't get stuff in there, so I'd come over with my tractor and put it in the bucket. Because we didn't know where I was getting it in. Especially once it starts getting full and you gotta close the back of it.
yeah.
What I don't wanna do though is have like Kenny over there putting stuff in the bucket of our tractor to put people's stuff in the dumpster. You can't get it in there. It's gonna have to go in, if you get a huge one like that, open the back door and it's gonna have to go in and they're gonna have to carry it in.
Yeah.
You
Right,
can't just throw it in the back,
right.
and block the whole thing and only have the thing that's full because nobody's gonna climb over it. So, that's the only issue I have.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea though.
Maybe you could compare a really big, huge one to two smaller ones where people could just throw it over the edge instead of,
Yeah, maybe, I don't know what the cost differential would be, but good point.
they would come bring another one out. Or, just see what the prices are.
Well, I know they won't switch them out on the weekend,
Okay, so then,
so
see what the price of a big one is, or two smaller ones, if we have room for two smaller.
Might even want to call other companies. I don't know if
I'm not
there's.
doing that.
Why?
It's rude. Because
Why
we're
is it rude?
contracted with a certain company.
Well, then it should give us a certain price.
Well, I'm sure they will.
And I mean, they may be very competitive, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can always tell them, somebody's donated us this at this price, what do you mean? Speak of attitude.
Community building rental fees.
Me and Christy made an executive decision that we're going to lower the rent on the community building.
Oh, okay.
Because we're not, I mean, we don't have a whole lot to offer.
And we're not renting it. It's not being rented out. It is not being rented out. It gets rented out to employees and community events, but nobody is calling and renting the building because, and I didn't find this out until all the tornado things happened, the Lake Village Community Center was full doing other things, so they canceled all the parties, of course, that were booked during that time.
Yeah.
People were fighting for this one day in this building
Uh-huh.
between Lake Village and Samava. Samava was doing clothes and stuff like that for victims, so they canceled some stuff. You can rent the community center in Lake Village for half the price that you can here.
Oh,
So we're gonna keep the deposit the same. The deposit covers like a broken table, chairs and stuff. But we thought that it would just be, we would get a lot more people willing to rent if it was just way more affordable.
So what is it?
Well, it was $250 deposit, $250 plus tax to rent the large room. And then it was like $175 for residents. This room was like $100 and then $65 for residents. So I think what do we have for the large room? Did we change that to like or I
I
thought
thought
it was
we were
like,
thinking 125.
yeah, 125. And then like, I think it was 75 for this room.
Yeah, so we might go much lower on.
And it would be $100 for residents, and then for the large room, and then $50 for residents in this room. The deposit will always stay the same. If there's alcohol, they still have to pay cash hourly wage for our police.
What was so large room is 125.
Residents
outside.
for 100. Yep.
And then the small room is 75, and then was it
50.
Okay.
Same deposits for Clockland.
Yep.
Still apply,
Yeah.
same rules apply. Maybe we could put something out there in the newsletter for graduations that come up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're right, we don't have a whole lot to offer. Like, we were hosting a anniversary party for my parents, and Penny had left it, Lake Village was already reserved.
Mm-hmm.
We were thinking of doing it here, but we're like, it's just not pretty.
It's not.
So we ended up renting a Cedar Creek Community Center, and
Mm-hmm.
that worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't need a whole lot of space.
Right.
You know? I mean, we could have used this room.
Yeah, but
she was
you have
thinking of the
to.
big room, but no,
Yeah.
we needed more than this, but we didn't need all of
This
that.
You
room
have to-
is horrible if you have a lot of people in, or
Yeah.
the amount,
The acoustics are terrible. It's
Mhm.
very echoey.
so we need to find out if there's something you can do for that.
Probably actual drywalling instead of this panel.
But this might be a way to get a little bit of money coming in to do a little improvement.
Right. I'd rather get rentals at these lower prices than not get anything at all, because that's what's
Yeah.
happening.
I would have no problem with
Okay.
So it worked out well for one weekend, but maybe anybody rents.
I've had lots of questions, but I thought as soon as I advertise something, then it'll be a lot better.
Cool.
Okay. This
Facility account.
this last thing, and because this is going to include some write-offs, so when we update the notes, that's going to be as minutes, unless at the council meeting I'm going to make a resolution that you guys approve for some write-offs, and I'm going to explain why, because I can't write anything off. I can do discounted stuff with your guys' opinion or approval, but I can't just take money off accounts.
Was this building?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Oh, that's tiny.
yes. So the resident had passed away in July.
Okay.
Of course, our utilities still accrue. The house was then sold in December. What's it called when the family's in charge of an estate? Well, the estate. So the estate the estate's attorney was pretty much battling the bill. The estate's attorney.
Estate, okay, yeah.
So I got a bill saying, you know, or I got something from the attorney, which, I mean, you guys can see this. So I got an initial letter, so I called my attorney. So what they were stating is that, you know, they didn't want to pay for it. The estate didn't think that it was right to have to pay certain bills after the fact, even in July, because there was nobody in the house anymore, this and that. So, but they just let their attorney handle whatever. They're like, we're not just gonna pay it because it's billed to this estate. So anyway, so I told my attorney, gave him this. So this is a printout. You guys can see that what was being billed. And then, so what I had for our attorney was, okay, this is what the balance was when she passed. August, after she passed, the water shut off. We had to buy a special tool.
Oh, we did go shut off the water?
Yeah, water was shut off. And even the trash portion was taken away. So still, we had this occur. So then, of course, by the time it was sold, it was $1,131. I requested, me and the attorney talked, and I was like, look, let's just, if we can recoup the amount of when she was alive. We have someone that was a resident in town forever, was a council member, all of this. I mean, we're gonna make I don't wanna make their family pay for, but, so.
How much was
We
due?
received a check for $759.60.
So you want to write up the balance between 1,100 and 700 or whatever that was?
Yeah. Then I got a call from the new owner because I've been sending, I know who it is, so I've been sending them account setup forms. So then I'm like, okay, well then I'll just set them a bill. So then they get a bill and they were like, well, this is from, December until now, and they want to know if they can just be charged. And I said, well, you're being charged $75.90 for sewer, you're being charged $14 for trash. They want to know if, because there's nobody there, it's Carbright purchased the house. They wanted to know why they were paying for trash. They're like, is there even cans there? And I said, I don't know if there's cans there or not. There can be cans there. And they're like, okay, well, and I said, well, because we're contracted per house. So we're paying this whether you pay it or not. So that's why it goes on the property. Then of course they asked if they had to pay for the full sewer tap charge, or if they could pay, I don't know how long they're asking to pay the $39.38.
What's the $39.38?
That's like an abandoned building fee. That is a house that is still attached to sewer. Nobody's living in it.
And so they do want to pay the $39.38?
They're requesting to pay they said they have no problem paying trash as long as there's cans there and they can use the trash. But they were asking to be discounted from $75.90 to $39.38.
The abandoned building fee. Is it an abandoned building? Or is it just a no?
It's
An unoccupied house.
It's an unoccupied house. They said that there's a lot of work that needs to be done to it before it can become an occupied house. Now, they do have other buildings in town that they do own, and when they are unoccupied, they don't even want the water shut off. They pay for everything because they have all intentions of putting somebody in there.
As far as you know, that's what they want to do here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not looking to tear it down and put up something else.
No, they're going to rehab the house at some point.
I guess I don't really have a problem with it, other than what we've been getting.
Yeah, which is nothing.
So,
And then if somebody obviously moves into it, they pay the freight.
so what do we do when Amy comes up and says, my water's off, we're not living in there, we're just working on it, can I get an abandoned house?
Well, see, and that's what I'm going to say is she's asking about the previous charges.
So from
Who's
now
asking
on,
about-
she's gonna continue paying the water.
Amy's not getting charged for water right now with
No.
it being shut off, yeah.
But Cartwright isn't getting charged for that house for anything, are they?
They have a bill since they bought it in December. They're being charged for the full sewer and the trash.
Okay, but not the water, because their water is shut off.
The water's off.
And they wanna be considered abandoned building now.
They want to know if they can, and I'm guessing until they start working on the house, because then, of course, when they start working on it, I'm not too sure how long they're asking for this.
That's my
Discount.
understanding. Anybody
Yeah.
says, hey,
You start making exceptions,
Right.
everybody wants
Right.
the exception.
Right,
And I think on the former Jack Surveyor, there was a reason that that was unique in terms of,
that's just a definitely,
you
it's
know,
zoned differently, it's,
3 things with 1 shut off, figuring out the right way to handle that. It's not just like, you know, just a house with the sewer and the water line. It's the same as
Mhm.
everybody else.
I mean, I honestly think it's fair to, maybe from December to maybe, I don't know.
because they're still not working on it today, so we're gonna give them,
Right.
we're gonna give them a year and an abandoned.
No, because we can't force anybody to work on their property. I mean, unless it's
I mean, if we
unless it's a hazard.
make an exception, we put a time limit on it and say, we'll let you do the abandoned building for so many
Right,
months.
and then put that in,
But
Yeah,
I'd rather not make an exception.
you don't have to. Yeah, I mean, I'm relaying a message pretty much. She called and said that they got a bill for this, and I said, yeah, because you bought it in December. She said, okay, well, I tried to call you. I left a message for you to call me back in December to discuss this. And I was like, no, when I talked to you in December, you were asking me, what's this letter about the floodplain? Nothing about the building.
Hmm.
Maybe there was another question that was forgotten to ask me at that time, but. So I mean, you can feel like this is what it is.
It seems both sides, I don't know.
Like, it's not an unreasonable ask, it's just, do we want to, what are the effects?
I mean, if there's no trash cans over there, because sometimes I've asked Neil, like,
Trash cans have been moved a long time ago.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So maybe we could just waive the trash can portion because they weren't able to use the service because there was no cans there.
But they were able to ask for cans, like,
She just called me, yeah, like just called and I said, well, she goes, well, if there's cans there, then we could use them. And she goes, I don't know if there are, but there's not if they were moved.
oh, and we picked up the cans.
Yeah.
is what
Yes,
you're saying.
because people will take them if they're just
Okay.
there.
The neighbors will drag it over and use it,
Yeah,
which,
And we waited till you sent them a utility connect form, but not a bill. The
I
bill
sent them a
is just-
utility connect form because, I mean, in actuality, if somebody didn't tell me, hey, they bought this house,
Right,
I need something with their signature proving responsibility. So I sent them a bill with a utility hookup thing, like to the property owner of this. And then that's when they called.
and people aren't required to have trash service with us.
Yes,
They are?
yes.
And if somebody wanted to get their own dumpster and not have trash service, and we let them do that?
We let them do that because it was under the impression that it wasn't going to be a permanent thing, that they were going to be remodeling their home, so they didn't want to pay for both services. So it was under the impression that it was going to be for a month or so.
Okay. And it's still
It's
going
still
on.
full time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
But
we're
we
not paying for that trash pickup.
No, our contract does not pay for business, only residential. But
Oh.
no, and their house has been taken off their list for right now. But that's why I wanted to update the garbage ordinance, because we don't have anything that states you pay this $14 every month, no matter what. We just have how much the bill is, and then it's a residential bill. We just have like the charges and why they're charged. We don't have like an actual, this was something I kind of wanted to do a while ago, but like Lowell, other places say like, okay, you can put your trash can out on Thursday and then it's gotta be back, pulled up to your house by Monday. There's a lot that gets involved into a garbage ordinance.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why it kind of got put off a little bit. But one reason why we need to get one of those put together is so it's definitely, we definitely have something set to where we can only use our contracted services. But that's it. But we have to supply them with cans.
Well,
December until now is how many months?
4.
Okay. So we're looking at 4 months of back, and then it's back to the regular? Or they want half?
They were just asking for, they were asking for a discount. So I don't know what to advise you guys on a discount, because I don't know if I necessarily,
have they been getting the trash bill and everything?
no, or wait a minute. Oh, I don't have theirs. But they don't have cans is the whole point. Even
No,
if,
but are they being charged?
I don't remember.
Oh,
So I think we,
But $89.90 is a fee that we do, that I do charge one person, and those are for people that are home like 3 months out of the year, and then they go in the RV and travel.
right.
But they pay a full sewer and they pay trash, whether they're there to use it or not.
I think we give them the discount on the months that the trash cans weren't there. Because we have a good reason for that. We can say, we didn't have a trash can, we took the trash can, we didn't drop the trash can off. And then we say, but we're sorry that, you know,
That's how it is.
Okay.
the sewer fee. So
Yep.
you're paying so that the sewer plant will still be there when you do want sewer. Like,
Yeah.
that's true.
and, you know, I realize you're not flushing anything down, but most of our costs aren't related to the volume, it's just, we gotta run the plant.
Yeah, well, we don't know. I mean, you can easily flush a toilet by throwing a gallon of water in the back of it, you
Yeah,
know,
but-
and you're still.
Mhm.
yeah.
True.
So it's not that we're saying you use this, you know, it's not a use fee, it's you're paying for the system to be there when you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's your basic bottom line fee when you move in town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a connection fee, pretty much. Okay, so,
And then we can say also, we just can't, you know, we have other people that are paying this fee, we gotta treat everybody the same.
well, yeah, it's just,
Like,
it's
try to
just,
make it feel nice, that we're not just.
yeah, it's just fair. This is just
Yeah.
how it is.
But then the write-off of what the estate would have been responsible for.
That has to be in a resolution.
Like, what is their attorney's reason for not paying it? Or wanting to not pay it?
That's not what it was. The estate, you know, they have an attorney that's in charge of
Yeah,
the estate. The estate has to be, you know, all the money from selling house, selling all this stuff gets split up between these people.
Mhm.
So how do you pay these bills? And you take all these bills, all these things have to be paid before that money gets split up. So what bills do you want this attorney to pay with the money? And then with this one, they were just like, put the attorney in charge of kind of saying, look, like, they want to know if they can just pay for up until she passed.
So they didn't give a reason, they just asked if they could get that discount. They weren't like challenging the validity of the bill.
I
Like, when you
mean-
said letter from an attorney, I was wondering like, what did he say? Like, you know.
They're attorney
the
of the
estate.
estate, so
Okay, it
he,
wasn't like they were raising a legal issue with us. It's just,
no,
he's the person responsible for the money.
right,
And he was just saying,
yes,
hey, do I really have to pay this?
yes. He was saying, can some of the people on the estate feel like they want to request if there's something that can be worked out, because there wasn't a lot of money. She had a lot of bills. She was in her house maybe 2-3 months on hospice and just accruing bills that she couldn't pay for. So it's not like,
And
It's-
they did like turn the water off. It's not like, oh, we forgot to ask you to turn the water off.
nope.
We're just talking about.
And I have all of that stuff documented too.
Okay, so it's just the.
And the water was never shut off
Well, I had asked you to shut the water off, so.
after she passed.
Right,
Yeah.
after she had
It's not like
passed.
she was living there.
No. Yeah, it was
So-
after she had passed, definitely.
So they're just asking if they could not pay the same thing Cartwright's asking to not pay. The empty building sewer fee, right?
They're asking if, our two attorneys, after talking, were just wondering if you guys would just be okay with, like, okay, you're getting from when she was in the house until the time that she died, or can you guys be satisfied with this amount? And then from 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 4 months,
And we
like,
got the,
and then write off that 4 months.
and they paid the amount
Yes,
of the,
yes,
they're not asking, we already got the check for that.
already got it.
And that was before Carter took it over?
Yeah.
This amount is from until July,
Right.
when Patty passed away.
When the house sold in December,
The house sold in December, so Cartwright, I billed them from December.
so we're looking for the couple months between when she died and December.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like 4 months, times that about $80 a month, or what is the? It was,
Yeah,
sounds like it's like $350.
Roughly, I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
it has to be in an ordinance with the exact amount. I mean, even if I do 5 cents, I can't even write off 5 cents without your guys' permission.
So can we write it off because nobody was owning it at the
No,
time?
you can just say that we agreed to write this off. I mean, it's not,
Right off is
I mean, and that-
uncollectible.
yeah, you can just
It
say
is.
that,
Or-
you can just say it's fine. I just need you guys
Right.
just to say it's okay. You don't even have to have a reason. You can just say it's fine. And that's all the auditors need.
I would say it's fine because you're probably not gonna get it.
There's nobody to go,
Fight it.
there's nobody at this point to go back on and try to bill.
Exactly.
So,
And my guess is the estate's probably settled.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think you're looking at maybe $400. And that's all gonna be on sewer side.
I just wanted to make sure we weren't not making an exception in one case and then making it in another, and I think
Right.
we weren't
but this
consistent with
was almost
ourselves.
like,
I didn't want it to be like a favoritism thing, like, oh, we like that person.
No,
no, but this
No,
person
but it-
isn't here and this one just bought it, so. if she had no family, we wouldn't get it anyways.
But I mean, also, we're talking about somebody passing away. We're not talking about somebody moving out of town, because I will still chase after that person. We have collection agencies, we have all of these things.
Okay.
So,
Can you chase after that person even after they pass away?
I don't think so, I'm
You can
not
chase after their
going,
estate.
yeah.
Yeah, you can figure out which way they went.
After it's already been probably settled by now, who knows, probably not. But
If you could collect that.
Okay, so we'll write off the remaining amount due by the estate for service after she passed away. For the time.
And then we have to do a resolution, is that what you said?
And for-
Yeah, we just have to make a resolution for the next meeting that on this account, it'll be this much amount from this date to this date, and that you guys are giving me permission to write off an outstanding balance, and that's that.
Okay.
And then we're writing off, for the new owner, we're writing off the trash for the period of time they didn't have the trash.
If they weren't charged for it, I don't,
If they were charged for it.
if they were charged for it. And that's just an adjustment, that's not writing anything
Okay.
off. That's a little something different. You guys can tell me that that's cool right now, and we can do that. Now, her bill's being finalized and there's still an outstanding balance, that's different.
Okay,
So, this is just an adjustment. If you guys are agreeing that's different. Then I can just call Cartwright and explain that an adjustment's being made.
And then just, I'll have Kenny take the trash cans back.
Yep.
yep.
Okay. One other thing that's it. Another thing I wanted to mention is something we're gonna start thinking about is we need to find a place to dump chips. Right now, they're dumping it behind the town garage in the alley. That's really starting to look nasty. We do not have a place to dump.
Didn't we talk
Probably,
about
yeah.
behind the sewer plant?
We did, and then that's an option.
Because Kenny said it's a little, like, scary.
That's what he said, yeah.
I say, can you pile them up and then take the tractor and push them over the edge?
And we can do something like that, yeah.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Here.
I'm just saying, we need to find another place because it looks like hell, and quite frankly, it's gonna start stinking. Leaves were taken across 41, which we could probably get away with that for a while. I wish we owned property somewhere, I really do. Unfortunately, we don't.
Well, we could always abandon the building,
You know,
or we could always do something with that building. The house on the other side of 41. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, we're not putting it on our property though.
No, but we own the road there.
Yeah, and that's where we're putting it, is that kind of on that easement.
But you could take the property, just take it over.
Yeah, then we have to tear down the building.
No, eventually. That wouldn't be that hard. You know what? Then you let the fire department have some fun training.
Well, maybe.
So what's involved in, are we talking eminent domain or condemning
Pretty
it?
much, yeah.
Okay.
Unless we're working for them to sell it to us,
I haven't heard about that person. I haven't seen him in years.
but I haven't
I mean, I think usually don't you try to, you just offer to buy it before you
either. Yeah,
try to eminent domain it?
I mean, there's gonna be costs involved because we're gonna have to get the place appraised.
I mean, it hasn't passed any building inspections. In fact, it was tagged.
It doesn't matter. Inspections, no inspections, you still. have to go
Right,
by-
but you can use the ordinances from our unsafe building ordinances to condemn it. We can
Okay.
condemn it.
It doesn't necessarily make it ours.
No. We did
Makes
this,
it less valuable, but then,
but
Sure.
we did the same process with another house in town.
I'm just saying, we need to find property.
Yeah, for sure.
oh. When did that happen? Or is it, has the Duncan Trust always?
He's
done
always, yep,
That one?
yep. That's what makes it tricky because the whole water and sewer thing. He doesn't own enough property to put wells.
Yeah. Well, do you wanna find out what we could do? I mean, it's assessed at 21,000. Could we pay 21,000? I mean, that might be, the owner might rather have, or 10,000,
I don't even
10.
know if the owner is still,
Who's
Still.
this? Does it say who it is?
yeah.
John Leparsky?
I seriously have not, because he would get a trash bill. He seriously has not been at that property in probably about 3 years.
Oh, I wonder if the,
So we should just probably pay attention to tax sale stuff
those might be
or title the,
up for tax and all. No, it's down for maintenance. Ooh. So I can't look up the tax bill because they're.
When
it's
that
down.
comes back up, if you happen to remember, look that up, see if
Mhm.
it's up.
Yeah. I
well, and
mean,
sometimes we get offered, like the properties behind that I got,
in here?
yeah, they were, for some reason, they stopped going on tax sale
Oh.
or they were up for like,
It's been so long nobody had bought it.
yeah. And they weren't getting any money, so the town obtained the certificates from them. So the attorney had to go court, and then the town obtained the certificates, and then we did an auction, and that's how I obtained them.
Hmm.
Would we want to try buying this?
What is it?
It's next to
Harper's?
Tire.
I don't think that's for sale. That's not even on.
That's not telling
No, it's not for sale, but I mean, make an offer of $200,000 for a piece of forest.
Yeah, it's a very wanted place, though.
Until what?
I said there's people that really.
Want that? Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
So of curiosity, go up north on Parish, on the other side of the tracks.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sold, and it didn't sell for much.
Nope.
I wish we did.
Somebody had any?
I mean, they were asking for a lot, but it didn't. Let me get the property record card. Is that the
The assessor.
transfer history?
$714.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were asking like 30,000 or something, or what was it listed
Yeah,
for?
I don't know, but it was sold for pennies because you can't really do anything with that property. There's a lot of weird.
I actually thought about buying that myself when I had my business,
Mm-hmm.
just for the same thing, put leaves and. That's too bad.
Well, we could see if the people there want to sell it. Probably not, but
They'd probably rather sell it to the elevator people.
well, the elevator people didn't buy it.
No, they didn't. Unless they know who bought it. I have no idea.
I think they
Well-
they did some like set up a range and did some shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know that that's them, it's probably not the owner.
Oh, it's
Since
somebody
the
else.
No,
owner's in
somebody-
Minneapolis, I kinda doubt if they come up
Yeah,
with a
somebody
shoot.
got permission. I think because Bob talked to him.
Hmm. Okay.
Of course, they shouldn't be shooting a gun in town limits.
No, apparently it's not illegal to shoot in town limits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It just can't leave your property, like, it has to be safe or something.
Hmm.
What do you guys do in Lowell with your chips?
Do you know where this new street department's going?
Mm-hmm.
They own a lot around there. That's where it goes.
The new street department.
So it just gets dumped?
It gets dumped and then they spread it on the fields and till it in.
Well, is there anybody that we could give it to then?
We used to do that. We used to take it to Jack Nelson's place when he was alive.
I wonder if, what's their faces right on Route 2, Route 10. Those farmers right there. They're the one that farm the ground over here.
Oh, Churchill?
Yeah.
I don't know the guy, so I have no idea.
All right. Let me see.
I wonder if maybe these squares, it's the Jack Duncan Living Trust,
Yeah.
maybe Jack's daughter would sell them to the town.
Highly doubt that.
Okay. I mean, it's not part of this whole beautiful thing, but, you know, maybe it'd be like a help out the town kind of thing.
Well, they still own all that other field stuff right there, right? Like the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 13th,
What do you mean?
everything around that property.
This?
Yeah.
This is Churchill.
Okay.
Oh, well, we own this street here.
Yeah.
That's fun. They're farming on our street. I wonder how that works.
Because we don't maintain it.
Well, you see where what we're dumping on is right there where it says 240th Avenue?
Uh huh.
Right there. That's where we're dumping it.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to arrange a swap. To keep.
I bet if we talked to Churchill, I bet I bet he'd be okay with something like that.
Or maybe he could say like, oh, here's the place where I dump stuff. You just dump stuff there since you're letting me farm on your street, you know.
Yeah.
And like, maybe he'd rather it there than on 240th. But are you doing it right in here where he's not farming?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's,
And it's, to be honest, it's all scrub trees and stuff in there.
right. But you think that's going to fill up?
Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about where we're dumping it behind where we're dumping the chips behind the town garage.
Yeah. No, we should stop doing that. But it's in town, you're right? It's going to smell. It looks ugly.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Mr. Lynch didn't want it dumped behind his house.
Mm-hmm.
Could we take that pile and move it? Scoop it
Yeah.
up with the Kubota and put it in the
Take it over
tractor
there.
and take it over here? That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to bother anyone over here.
No, but if we could make out a deal with them, I'd feel much more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves I
Oh.
don't worry too much about.
Okay.
They disintegrate so fast. Chips, not so much.
But I just wonder if this is still in the forest. Like, I wouldn't want to just put it on his field without talking to him.
No,
But this is, but it's maybe they use that as an access road getting in.
this is basically barely a driveway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Barely. And when the guys started cutting or dumping the leaves in there, they had to cut the trees down to get in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in a very unmaintained space.
Yeah.
Again, it's just something to think about.
Okay. So, place to dump leaves. Should we talk to Churchill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Anybody knows him? I don't know if you do. I don't.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's all right.
Okay. You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
I also thought about, Bill Peterson. I don't know if he about that.
And then.
Going up? Where exactly?
And then that property that he has on the north side of it.
I gotta get Travis, because I've got a meeting to get to.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dentist
Yeah, we're done.
appointment.
At 2:30.
Yeah.
Okay, we done?
Yeah,
Goodbye, everybody.
bye.